Hello everyone, my name is Priscilla. It's a pleasure to present our project on organization, culture, and diversity, in which we'll compare two real estate companies, Coldwell Bank and Senate. This group consists of 6 members, and the goals of the analysis is to show how organization, structure, and culture include diversity directly influence and the work environment. Overview of analyze. As comparison, it's based on images and visual observation. Consider aspect office layout, how people interact and the value communicated by each company between Cold Banker and Seni. These instructions set the staging for which college to explore a specific aspect, and together we will explore how culture, structure, and diversity shape the work experience.
Hi, this is Muhammadullah. I'm talking about slide 3 and 4, detail talking around workplace formalities. So first of all, I talking about slide 3. In this part, I will address workplace formalities like at Coldwell Banker, we observe a more formal environment, traditional office layout, professional dress code, and define interactional uh, protocols. This choice reflect a culture based on hierarchy, predictability, and control. Then I'm going to the next slide, slide 4. On the other hand, Sen stand out for its more informal environment, open space, casual clothing, and spontaneous interaction. This setup encourages uh, innovation, flexibility, and closer relationships between leaders and teams. So when we think about diversity, and informal environment can promote integration, but may also require greater adoption from new members. These contrasts clearly show how formality influences the culture of each organization. So thank
Hello, good morning. My name is Rashidul Islam. My part focuses on team organization. At Coldwell Banker, the structure is vertical with well-defined roles and clear hierarchy. This setup ensures stability and control but can limit the collaboration in between the employees. But at Sense, the structure is more horizontal, centered on autonomy and teamwork. This approach faster innovation and allow faster decision making. From the perspective of diversity, horizontal structure tend to give more space to different voices, while vertical structure reinforce more traditional role. We also observe multidisciplinary and multicultural team, which enhance creativity and problem solving. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Satvik Mane. Now I'm going to talk about the status and power differences. So at the Coldwell Banker, hierarchy is very feasible. Leaders usually sit in private spaces, private offices, enjoy exclusive benefits, and are less accessible to employees. This setup reinforces a more traditional and formal culture where communication tends to flow from top down. At Sene, the approach is different. Managers work in open spaces with the team, making more approachable and encouraging frequent direct communication. This participative style not only reduces the gap between leaders and employees, but also builds trust and collaboration. When it comes to diversity, less hierarchical environments like Sene creates more space for different backgrounds and perspectives to be valued. Employees feel more included, respected, and confident to share ideas. And the next slide. So, on organization values strongly influence culture. At Coldwell Banker, tradition and stability are at the core. This is reflected in formality, structured communication, and maintaining long-standing process practices. It emphasizes continuity and consistency. In contrast, Sene highlights values such as innovation, sustainability, and inclusion. These values are made visible in the workplace through murals, posters, wellness spaces, and collaborative projects. Employees are encouraged to express creativity and share responsibility for building a better future. So while Codewell Bankers values preserve tradition, Sene values focus on collaboration, diversity, and forward-looking change. Thank you.
Today, I want to talk about how the physical environment and diversity affect collaboration. If we look at workplace design, Coldwell Banker has a very traditional setup with separate offices that limits interactions and it makes teamwork less natural. In contrast, Scene uses open spaces and common areas, which makes it much easier for people to share ideas and work together. And of course, technology tools also play a huge role because they help teams stay connected even when they are not in the same place. If we talk about diversity, the company A focuses mainly on policies and compliances that ensures fairness, but sometimes it can feel rigid. Company B takes a different path by encouraging diversity through teamwork and open communication that creates a culture that feels more inclusive and collaborative. So to end, what we found is that both companies are making efforts, but the real key is balance. Organization need structures and fairness, but they also need openness and collaboration if they want people to perform at their best.
Hi everyone, this is Sishi Guo. Finally, I'm going to summarize the key findings from our comparison from organizational and cultural diversity, the physical environments, and the collaboration between the Coldwell Banker and the Sene to share the lessons learned and the conclusion in our last part of slides. So at the Coldwell Banker, the layout is more traditional with a separated office and to fewer shared about the ideas, and this limited interaction reduced opportunities for teamwork. So at the Sene, the space are open and with a common areas like the technology resource to encourage the sharing about the ideas that the design promotes the greater interaction among the different employees in a different background. So from this comparison, lessons we can learn that a formal and hierarchical culture brings a stability, but limited diversity. The open and inclusive the cultural environment allows a diverse voice to be heard and foster innovation. I think there's no single base mode for every organization of right now. Formal structure provides the stabilities, informal to boost the creativity and the speed, and often hybrid models give the best balance of the modern organization. As a group, we conclusion that the main difference between the companies are in formalities, hierarchy, and the organizational values. These elementary directly to shape the work's experience. Our last message is clearly lying about the structures, cultures, and the diversity is the essential way of the organizational success. Thank you.